Much, and the man in charge today is one of Britain's top officials, Paul Durkin. Liverpool's recent defeat here against Ipswich was their first in 14 League and Cup matches at Anfield this season. 11 wins and 2 draws in that period, and they've won 8 of the last 9 games here on their own home turf. Or home mud, perhaps it should be at the moment. Liverpool all in red, of course. Arsenal in their change strip of yellow and black. Heskey keeps the pressure on, and a little nudge on Silvinho, who ends up in the home crowd. Ten minutes gone, still Liverpool 0, Arsenal 0. Heskey trying to get up there again, Vieira knocks it clear. Oh, what a superb strike by Steven Gerrard to give Liverpool the lead on exactly 10 minutes. Wonderful goal. He only had one thought as the ball dropped to him here. Whack! First time into the back of Arsenal's net. Alex Manninger given no hope at all. A sweetly struck shot. Steven Gerrard's 4th goal of the season, and it all came from such a simple route. Beautifully executed volley. This is Carragher. And that's not a bad ball. And Owen is in behind the defender. Well, I know it sounds like a long playing record this, but I've rarely seen Arsenal's defence so hesitant. What happened then? Keown and Manninger going for the ball. It looked routine for a player of Keown's ability, and he got it all wrong, and then him and Manninger almost in a mix-up. Bergkamp, beautiful ball. Parler did well, did really well, and then a claim from Parler for a penalty. This is the incident that had Parler appealing. Well, Carragher certainly did make contact with his hand when the ball was on the ground and knocked it out of the path of the Arsenal player. Steve McManaman, former great favourite here, of course, now playing with Real Madrid in the Spanish League, a visitor to Anfield today. Oh, a lovely little back heeler from Henry to Pires, who was disappointing against Tottenham on Monday, but who picks out Henry again here. And Henry almost found Bergkamp, and Pires is still there, and so is Ljungberg, and again. So we've had near misses at both ends in the opening minute. Very exciting start to the second half between these two old rivals. Liverpool looking for a win that would take them up to 3rd place in the table. Arsenal looking for a victory that would place them just 2 points behind the leaders and reigning champions, Manchester United. Vieira trying to find some room. Silvinho with the corner, and it was Heskey who headed it away, almost out of his own goalkeeper's hands. Comes back out to Bergkamp. Oh, what a very good save that was. He must have seen that late through a crowd of players, Sander Westerveld, and that was an excellent piece of goalkeeping to deny Dennis Bergkamp what would have been Arsenal's equalising goal. Instant control. Very good save by Westerveld. Arsenal starting the match with 35 points from 18 games, 10 wins, 5 draws, 3 defeats. All 3 defeats have been away from home. Carragher. Good ball. Heskey. Still Heskey, brilliant. And forced home by Owen. Liverpool double their lead. Michael Owen gets the goal. Emil Heskey deserves the plaudits though.
Scorer of Liverpool's 2nd goal.
17 minutes into the second half. Michael Owen strikes and Liverpool lead Arsenal by 2-0. But this was all down to Emil Heskey, and you might have to say it was all down to a mistake as well by the goalkeeper Alex Manninger, who probably should have held on to that. And the last person you want to push the ball out to in a penalty area is Michael Owen, who duly punished the Arsenal keeper to get his 10th goal of the season 10 in 17 games, that is, by the way. And for a player who's clearly not at the best of his form, that's still a very impressive record. Liverpool scored against the run of play, it must be said. But when you're on the sort of roll they are at the moment, things like that happen. And Arsenal have got it all to do now, my word they have. Gerrard in there battling for possession, so is Parler, so is Heskey, and he came out with the ball. Schmitzer takes over for Liverpool. That's a lovely ball, and onside! It's 3! Nick Barmby surely seals Arsenal's fate, and Vladimir Schmitzer was the architect of that goal. Arsenal hesitated, perhaps believing that Barmby was in an offside position. Let's have a look. No, he certainly wasn't. Although Owen on this near side of the field may have been. The flag stayed down, and Nick Barmby scores his second Premiership goal of the season. Beautifully taken as well, and Liverpool now have a commanding 3-0 lead. 20 minutes to go. Yes, no wonder he's pleased. That should ensure a happy Christmas in the Houllier household, and a happy Christmas all round for Liverpool fans. After Manchester United, now Arsenal, this is a very big week in Liverpool's season. Good ball for Schmitzer. That was always going wide. And big cheers for the appearance of Robbie Fowler. There's been a lot of speculation about his future, and indeed apparently Chelsea have made a bid to secure his services, and he's going to replace Michael Owen, scorer of Liverpool's second goal today. Not the warmest of handshakes perhaps, as the departing Owen passes the oncoming Fowler. Houllier is still demanding the optimum effort from his players. It's ironic in a way, I suppose, that Liverpool, having beaten Manchester United last week, have done them a big favour by beating Arsenal here today, less than 7 days later. But mainly they've done themselves a big favour. And here goes Schmitzer on one of those familiar runs, but in the end, although Liverpool seem to have more attackers than Arsenal defenders, they still give the ball away. Well played, Barmby. Is there another Liverpool goal on the way? Oh, Heskey didn't realise. He looked to see where Barmby was. Barmby had played the ball to him. Bizarre incident. There's Ray Parler. Brilliant run by Parler. Sami Hyypiä stood strong. And Arsene Wenger knows the game's up now. Incidentally, Martin Keown has not been able to come back on because of a hamstring injury, so that is a big blow for Arsenal, because they don't tend to repair quickly. Hamstrings, he could be out for a couple of weeks and a lot of fixtures. As Robbie Fowler makes it 4. The demolition is complete. No Martin Keown to stop Liverpool this time. And as we move into stoppage time, Arsenal's day of misery is just about complete now. They hesitated on the ball in defence, not for the first time today, and Robbie Fowler galloped into the gap, lifted the ball over the despairing Manninger, and Liverpool have gained one of their biggest ever victories against their historical rivals Arsenal. It's now Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0. And in fact, that's it, it's all over. The referee has blown the final whistle, and Gerard Houllier has had his best week ever in charge of Liverpool Football Club. They've followed up the victory against Manchester United at Old Trafford with a 4-0 thumping of Arsenal. The top two teams in the land have fallen to Liverpool in the few days before Christmas, and that'll make it a very, very happy time for the red half of Merseyside. They've gone to within a couple of points of Arsenal in the league table, 7 behind the leaders and champions Manchester United, and they'll be hopeful that the new year can mean something very important to this famous football club. The final score, Liverpool 4, Arsenal 0.